Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday, the 30th of June. And there are so many things happening today. Click buttons. All right, let's see how this goes because Mercury is officially retrograde. It went retrograde this morning at 3:35 a.m. I hadn't even had that written down, so I only just discovered that. I know there's been so many people having problems with tech, but that's just normal, all right? Remember those the turning points are when it's like a magnifying glass, all right? So Mercury's just going around the roundabout. So when it goes direct or retrograde, that's when it's at its trickiest. All right. Of course, we have to relook at things that we've already done during the shadow periods, but it might just be tricky today. All right, so so yeah, full moon. Good morning, Helen. Yes, nice and early. I've got the floating sauna at 9 a.m. I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to it. But it's raining, so you know what? I'm going to get wet anyway. So I'm like, oh well. All right. So today at 9:56 we have the full moon in Capricorn. So and then additionally at 3:52 p.m. we have Jupiter moving into Leo. Yay! So think about 12 years ago. What were you doing 12 years ago? Because like Jupiter in Leo is absolutely fabulous. It's about creativity and play and optimism. And, Jupiter in Cancer has been all about emotional truths and understanding and belonging and family. And it's just a bit refreshing to be able to come into an area that is just purely about having some fun. All right, so I reckon there might be a bit of a baby boom as well during these next 12 or 13 months because the fifth house in Leo is very fertile, and Jupiter is only just going to amplify that fertility. So if you are trying to have babies, or if you know someone that wants to have babies, then this is the year that is more than likely going to increase the population somewhat. Good morning, Christy. How are you? All right, uh, so the moon is only making one aspect today, the same one as the sun, because they are in opposition, and that is a square to Saturn. Now, the sun's square isn't exact until 8 p.m. on Monday, but the moon is square Saturn at 10 p.m. this evening. All right, so we've got a few blocks in the way, and it really could feel right now like oh yeah, let me read the words. All right, so mentally it may feel like all systems are go, but those damn details require more attention, and these are the ones that you've been dealing with since about mid-June. All right, so you know the drill. Mercury retrograde has you questioning everything. The full moon has you releasing all of those things that undermine you and keep you subservient. And Jupiter is going to be the leader of the cheer squad, hyping you up to be more. It is important. Oh, sorry. If it's important, then you know how crucial the small things are, like those details. So making long-term goals requires planning. So put in the effort and you will get the rewards. So yeah, pretty much one of those sort of, what emotional truths do you need to acknowledge to build your future? Like, Mercury in Cancer, I don't know, it just makes everybody a little bit more suki la and not in a bad way, but just more compassionate and nurturing. Whereas Leo's like, fuck that shit, let's fucking do it. But you know what I mean? So where we are, we're thinking about our children and our grandchildren and our ancestry, history, our homes. Who else? Someone else. Oh, uh, signing contracts on a home. Could be the thing. Obviously, you need to double check all those details so that you're not making any unexpected agreements in the terms and conditions. Definitely be doing that. All right, so now a full moon traditionally is about releasing things. It's becoming aware. It's the sun is shining directly on some sort of emotional truth. In Capricorn, it's about your long-term vision, or that's more Aquarius, but like building for your long-term security and future. All right, so again, terms and conditions, being the CEO of your own life. Is there some uh, pattern that is stopping you from making plans because you don't feel like you deserve it? Well, when Jupiter moves into Leo, oh my God, you're going to be like, oh my God, of course I deserve that. So while Mercury is retrograding, while Jupiter is in Leo, you're going to be seeing these emotional truths for what they are, either not yours or something that helps you feel like you do belong. All right, so you've got this next 3 week period to re-clarify and rework, you know. So that is good. Now, something else that is happening today is Mars is square the nodes at 2 p.m. So it's just a chunker of a day. So like I said, 3:30 Mercury went retrograde at 26 degrees. I believe it goes direct at 8 degrees. Like it goes all the way back to 8 degrees. Have I even written that down? Oh, sorry, 16 degrees. So it doesn't really move that far, 10 degrees. Okay. All right. So why did I say that? Oh, that's because it's a busy day. All right. So Mercury retrograde at 3:30, full moon at 9:56, Mars square nodes. Now, Mars square nodes, oh, there you go. I missed that one. Mars square nodes is a good one because now that Mars is in Gemini, all right. So I had two conversations last night. One of them was, yes, I feel like the last couple of weeks I've been extremely lazy and now I want to get back on track. Instantly, Mars in Gemini. All right, Mars in Taurus was just lazy and want to be comfortable. Now it's like, nah, the wheels are turning. All right, Gemini, think of that transport. Yes, Mercury's retrograde. Therefore, things might be a little bit tricky. Christy, I hope you got your car looked at. But Mars square the nodes now is, even though you may feel like there's some delays or roadblocks, Saturn is doing that because the details need to be sorted out. But Mars is like, I'm now more inspired to go and do those things. All right. So whether it's getting back into healthy habits or pursuing something that you've been thinking about for a while. That's a specific one, all right? So the universe with the nodes is like, all right, North Node, come this way. Find your purpose this way. And the South Node is, okay, you've been sitting there long enough, and I'm sure you're quite comfortable, but what's it giving you? All right, so now Mars is like, yeah, that tension is there, and he's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go that way. All right, and again, the conundrum. Whilst Mercury is going backwards and Mars is ready to go forwards, it's more just about like witnessing all of those. My brain is saying contracts, and I wonder if it's even contracts with the universe, like just because of that Mars square and the Capricorn Cancer axis, maybe if you're looking at it as in a karmic way and you can see all your patterns, you came here and you're like, all right, I'm going to be a good girl and I'm going to do what I'm told. But where did it get you? Or like I want to be part of the tribe, therefore I can't really go too far out of the boundaries. But again, what has that got you? So I just think once Jupiter moves into Leo, who are you going to be? That's the words I've written down here. Who are you going to be? All right, so definitely a challenging day. And it's only just because there's so much happening. All right, so it's definitely about releasing the burden, rewriting the story, and then taking the stage. So I love all of those things. Let's draw a card. I think I've got all of my stuff written down. Yeah, pretty much it, guys. We've fast got this basket forming on the 20th and 21st, or the 20th is when Jupiter is opposition Pluto. That's when uh, Jupiter and Pluto form those exact degrees of that baboot's basket. And I was saying last night that I think because we are in it, it's hard for us to see how much things are changing, like this new world potential. I was going to say new world order, but that's definitely not the right vibe. Um, I don't know, just have a look around you and see where people are starting to stand up and say no. All right, we're shifting into this new awareness. I don't know, more people have got their eyes open. I was looking at something the other day about working from home and how the people, 4 day weeks, things like that. The people are starting to get their benefits back, but corporations are like, oh, but we've got all these empty buildings that we're paying rent on. And it's like, well, you need the workers, sell the building. Or, you know what I mean? Like your profits shouldn't decree how much comfort and value people have in their lives. I don't know, that was a little bit of a short side shoot. Good morning, Jessica. How are you? How was your job start? I hope it was good. Let me know and I will go back to my cards because I definitely got sidetracked there. All right. The card is going to be, what's the perfect one for today? This one. This one is, oh, Ace of Cups. I love that. And just, I mean, this is the beginning of obviously it's an ace. It's a beginning, and cups are an emotional state. But I'm just sort of feeling into this one, and Bill, it is a full moon. You know, emotions are heightened. Mercury in Cancer, we're thinking about all our, belonging, family, love, acceptance. And Jupiter in Leo. Leo rules the heart space. So I just think that's perfect for today. Absolutely. So just be really aware of what you're creating. Where did it come from? And is it in alignment with who you're becoming? All right. Are you doing your forward planning so that you can have the most fun, so that you can work from home and have the benefits of a life well lived? All right. So I really feel like today's going to be very thinky feely. And so watch out for that. All right. So we've said 10 a.m. full moon, 2 p.m. Mars square nodes, and then 3:52 p.m. Jupiter moving into Leo. So lots and lots of I don't know, just your heart space is going to take on so much more energy from this time on. Oh, excellent, Jessica. I love that. I love that. Good on you. Good on you. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much about all of me at the moment. Um, and then also think back to 12 years ago. Go and have a like really have a think back to 12 years ago and what was going on because Jupiter in Leo, um, so are you 24, 36, 48? Are you having a Jupiter return? All right, I know Mickey is going into his Jupiter return. Daniel, my baby, is also going into his Jupiter return. So, yeah, think about those years, and I'm sure they would have been fun and fabulous. So, you've got a lot to look forward to. And yeah, I hope you've just cruised through the day knowing that it's all exactly how it should be. Mwah. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a fabulous day.